CWF Worldwide. Introducing first, weighing 205 pounds, fighting out of Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the revolutionary Darius Lockhart. And his opponent, weighing 212 pounds, fighting out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Smith Garrett.
1 to 100.
Idiot. All right, guys, you ready? Let's get this thing started. Bring the bell.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this very special 100th episode of CWF Worldwide. Brad Stutz and Cecil, 1 in 100 Scott, are in the booth. The Cronoda Brothers Cup Tag Team Tournament continues next week on CWF Worldwide, but C-Bear, in the meantime, we have got a very special episode this week to commemorate 100 weeks of CWF Worldwide.
Man, this is unbelievable. Can you believe we got to 100 of these things? When we started this whole worldwide project, a lot of people had their doubts, but here we are, and we're starting this episode the same way we started that first one.
Cover from Garrett quickly. These are the two men who wrestled in the opening contest of episode 1. They find themselves matched up against each other 100 weeks later. But Cecil, Scott, these two men have both been on such a journey in these past 100 weeks. Lockhart swing and a miss. Garrett swings and connects. Smith Garrett was injured in a match taped for episode 9. Cover, we got about 1. The matchup never aired. We ran an old matchup with Adam Page in its place because we did not want to sensationalize the injury. Quite frankly, we thought Smith Garrett's career was over, and with his career in question, the whole summer of 2015, he was basically trash talked by Lockhart.
Yeah, Lockhart was trying to make a name for himself and trying to, at someone else's expense. We got an Olympic slam, dumped him on his shoulder.
Lockhart retreating to the outside. Garrett would return in the 2015 CWF Rumble on episode 22 and won the Worldwide Television Championship from Cedric Alexander on episode 34. In recent weeks, Smith Garrett has been stalked by Osiris. Cover here from Lockhart. And that issue goes all the way back to episode 86. Smith finally faced Osiris and won just a couple of weeks ago on episode 96.
I'm good.
And then went on to compete in the second six-pack challenge on episode 97. All night long, we're going to run through the history of a lot of the combatants that we see tonight. Darius Lockhart challenged for the Rising Generation League Championship at Battlecade 2015 on episode 33. After failing to win the title, he went on an extended tour of the United Kingdom. We didn't see him again until episode 56, where he ironically faced Smith Garrett for the Worldwide Television Championship after his name was drawn at random Battle Bowl. So much history dating back 100 weeks. These two have crossed paths multiple times. Someone is going to get bragging rights here on episode 100.
Right, and Smith Garrett is kind of a mountain that, no pun intended, that Darius Lockhart has been trying to climb for almost 2 years now. Even all the good things that Darius Lockhart has done, he still sees Smith Garrett as that one obstacle that he hasn't been able to get through yet.
Two very evenly matched athletes. I distinctly remember the decision to have these two men open the very first episode. Oh boy, Lockhart has him trapped. Boom, right in the center of the ring. Garrett is hurt. This could be all two. Only got two. C-Bear, we knew that these were two young studs who were gonna make a tremendous impression on wrestling in the Carolinas. We knew even then that we could look back 100 weeks later, 200 weeks later, and know that we put two of our top prospects in that opening match, that kickoff of our first episode of Worldwide.
Absolutely, and you go back to that very first episode, and in a lot of ways, these two men were unrecognizable back then. They've grown so much since that very first match that they had with each other. In a lot of ways, they helped each other grow in those battles.
Learned earlier this week as we talked about this match. Whoa! Caught him! Man, what a move! I learned earlier this week that these two men actually started training to be a professional wrestler 1 week apart. Their careers almost identical as far as span of time.
Right, I mean, you look at it, they have about the same amount of ring time, but years, like life-wise, Smith Garrett has a few years on Darius Lockhart, and I feel like maybe he took exception to a lot of Darius's posturing due to the age difference.
Both of them mentored at different points in time by Cedric Alexander. Now killing it every week on 205 Live and Monday Night Raw. Oh. Garrett and Alexander had some real wars at the end of 2015. Garrett,
I think he went to the throat.
I think you're right. Garrett is on the ropes here. This is looking like a Rocky fight.
Oh, went to the gut.
Garrett pops off.
Oh no! Man, nice knee strike there. Shades of Trevor Lee.
Knee right in the face, into the cover. Great presence of mind. Only got two. Great thinking from Lockhart. Right back to the cover. And that's 205 or so pounds that Garrett has got to push off of him every single time. You might be asking why he's doing that. Smith Garrett is basically having to do a sit-up with 200 pounds on his chest every single time.
Yeah, he's making him kick out every time, and it takes so much energy to kick out of a pin, and there's another one. Oh, that was close.
That's great thinking there from Lockhart. Just breaking down, just wearing down and covering. Does not have to be some big, visually spectacular move to win the fight. Lockhart was content to just grind Garrett down.
Oh, that's it, that's it.
Lockhart survived. We have seen in the history of CWF Worldwide that Lockhart can survive some heavy hits.
Yes, he can. He went to battle with Trevor Lee and survived. He had a lot of scars to show for it, but he had a lot of experience from that match. He can take a shot.
Also, one of the most underrated matches of 2016 was when Lockhart went one-on-one against his mentor Cedric Alexander on CWF Worldwide.
Right, a real sleeper, great match.
Garrett may look for the Smith Mountain, that brain buster over the knee. He likes to go from a fireman's carry position. He will try to twist Lockhart and drop his head and neck over the knee. Lockhart cannot let him have it. The revolutionary.
Such a smart young man.
Woo!
Another knee.
Oh, God, what a fight.
Man, what a match.
Oh, on rubber legs, he picked him up. Boom, dropped him, head and neck on the knee. Cover, and he got him. What a fight.
Yes, sir.
Seven minutes, 17 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Smith Garrett!
Nick Richards, you thought I forgot about you, but I haven't. I'm not going anywhere, Nick. I'm gonna haunt your nightmares till the day that you come back to me. Tonight, I've got Percy Davis. Percy Davis used to be a man, just like Nick Richards. And then one day, you exchanged your boxing gloves and your fists for dance moves and songs. You exchanged bloody knuckles for high fives with the fans. Once upon a time, you were a grown man. You fought side by side with me. And now you stand across from me, a puppet on strings. Percy Davis, once upon a time, you were a man. And now, you've regressed. So I'm going to do what I will do to Nick Richards, and I will bring you to the surface. Because there's the easy road and the hard road. Regardless of which one I have to take, I'm gonna get you where I want you. The same goes for you, Nick. You chose the easy road, and now I'm gonna drag you off that road into the woods and make sure you regret it.
One fall within minute 5 limit. Welcome back, the Blue-Eyed Devil, Trick Cassidy!
Thought I was gone. The devil never leaves.
Have mercy! Percy Davis!
Have mercy! North Carolina! The Princess back in the building tonight!
Ring the bell!
Bell sounds as we take a look into the cold eyes of Trick Cassidy going one-on-one with Have Mercy. Percy Davis here on the 100th episode of Worldwide. Cecil Scott, a very interesting dynamic between these two. Percy goes for the cover. Got a count of 2. Cassidy slips out already. The association between these two men even predates Worldwide. It goes back to the summer of 2014 when Percy Davis was one of several wrestlers from the Midwest led by Trick Cassidy who invaded the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. They basically ignited a turf war between the Midwest and the Mid-Atlantic. Shoulders down here, only got about 1.5. That culminated inside the Cage of Death at Ultimate Survivor 2014. Percy, we did not see Percy Davis again until episode 90 of CWF Worldwide, where he faced Donnie Dollars. Percy informed us that he had denounced the ways of Cassidy and the other invaders from the Midwest. He just wanted an opportunity to be part of CWF Worldwide, and as we heard before the bell rang, that has clearly drawn the ire of his former mentor.
Right, I remember that night like it was yesterday. They incited a damn near riot in this building. No one was safe. Announcers, wrestlers, referees. And Percy Davis, like you said, has completely turned over a new leaf here.
Cassidy said that Percy Davis was once a man and he regressed into a boy. He drew the analogy between Percy Davis and Nick Richards, with whom Cassidy has also taken issue. Both of them were once formless brawlers. They were both street fighters. They now enjoy the cheers from the fans. And quite frankly, Trick Cassidy has called both Percy and Richards sellouts.
Right, and you're seeing where that's getting Trick Cassidy right now. Maybe he needs to sell out and change some things up because he's getting handled by Percy Davis.
I don't know if Cassidy wants to light that fire inside Davis. This is a bright young kid. He's tough. He's tenacious.
And we know he can fight because we saw it firsthand 3 years ago.
Absolutely. I remember, quick thinking from Cassidy, I remember in that fight, in that riot that got started when the Midwest crew invaded, it was Percy Davis that got trapped by Ray Kandrak, Trevor Lee, and others, and he held his own. He did not run. He stayed and fought against some of the toughest in the Mid-Atlantic. Cassidy, he stripped the protective cover off the turnbuckle. Davis saw it, stopped himself. Ooh, kick from Cassidy.
Yeah, that turnbuckle is very dangerous. A lot of people think only the ends and the posts are dangerous, but that's an iron rod.
Yeah, everything about that part of the ring is sturdy. It's not like the center of the wrestling ring that is quite frankly built to absorb impact. The post.
Show me! Come on. Huh? I didn't raise you to be like this!
I said I didn't raise you to be like this. Chip Cassidy has talked about the counterculture. He has talked about basically feeling the need to replenish wrestling with rebels.
This isn't over. It's far from over. And Percy Davis is going to pay for your sins. I swear to God.
As Cassidy speaks right to our viewers at home, and he feels that Percy Davis sold him out, that Percy betrayed the principles that Chip Cassidy stands for. Oh, God, biting him.
Man, he's bringing that animal back out of Percy Davis.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes left.
You know what? And I kind of agree with Chip Cassidy to an extent. Always, there's a saying that sometimes you want a little crazy in the house. You need some rebels every once in a while, but you can't have a locker room full of them.
Cassidy has got a hold of that spike. He is shielding it from the vision of referee Kevin Pierce. That spike is behind his arm, is behind his back.
Yeah, right in front of us. We got a direct view of it.
But Kevin Pierce, and for that matter, Percy Davis do not. Cassidy is using his entire body to shield it. Oh, whoa! Swing and a miss! He did not connect. It's not a disqualification. Referee Kevin Pierce has got to wrestle that object away from him.
Yeah,
Did it go flying? Woo!
Yeah,
Cover.
It's still in his hand, at least from when, maybe he dropped it. I could have sworn I still saw that thing.
It's over on the far side of the
Pierce
ring.
has it now.
Now this diverts the attention of the official. He's got to waste time, basically, to get objects out of the ring that should have never been introduced.
Nice side kick.
Yeah, standing calf kick. Percy's got to follow up. Now this is what Chip Cassidy was talking about, playing to the crowd, not taking your attention on your opponent, taking it away from your opponent. Cassidy knew what was coming.
Nice defensive move there, but oh, now he's biting.
Oh, God! Just took a chunk out of the man's face. Pump kick, no!
Percy Davis! Here's the teeth!
Oh,
there's
Jesus!
the teeth.
Hit him right in the face. Davis is on Dream Street. No, he's not! This kid is still fighting.
Oh, he fought out. It looked like he's going for an STO, but an open hand strike.
Good Lord, might have caught him right in the ear. Woo!
And a shining wizard.
Oh, he folded his body up. Davis is out. Davis is out. And Cassidy wins it with authority. Cassidy knocking out his former protege and leaving Percy Davis laying.
Your sins are forgiven.
The Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium is the #1 venue for live pro wrestling in all of the Carolinas. But did you know that you can also rent the Sportatorium for all of your anniversaries, fundraisers, and live pro wrestling birthday parties? Check us out at CWF247.com to find out more about how you can have your events right here at the Sportatorium.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Alexander Sharp. 100 episodes.
Don't nobody care.
100 episodes of CWF Worldwide. And in that time, I've been the RGL champion. I've been the Rumble's Iron Man. And I've come this close to winning the Weaver Cup. So when you think about all the credentials that I have, why
is it that I am not on episode 100 of this show? Let's get one thing straight here. I deserve better than this, and you all know it. You can sit out here and say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about me. I don't care, because you know that I may have bought my way in, but I've earned everything I've ever gotten. I put the work in, and I don't deserve to sit in the back on episode 100. This show should be about me and me alone, nobody else. And so help me God, if I'm going to destroy everything that this show once stood for, I will make this show about its rightful star, and that's Ethan Alexander Sharp. You know who we're going to start with? You know where that's all going to start? White Michael. Oh, you cheer now. Of course, you cheer him just like you cheer all these other morons, all these cretins, all these people that aren't me. But I'm going to tell you something. You will regret this, so I promise you will regret this. I will make it my mission to take everything that you love about White Mike away from him. I will make him into everything that I want him to be. He will do what I say, when I say it, and however I want him to do it. You know what? He's got kids. He needs the money. He's got a life. He needs my help, my support. So he's got to do it. He's got to do whatever I say. Or so help me God. With everything that I am, I will make sure that he and his children starve. My show now. My show.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match tonight is for the CWF Tag Team titles. Football 40 minutes. Your challengers, the Blaze, Nick Iggy, Jerry Holcomb. Shut up!
This is my carnival! You do as I say! You would try to! Nobody tells me to tell someone what to do. I tell everyone what to do. Focus on me, big man. Focus on me. Get him back. This is our house. You understand? I'm about at your hands. Look at them. Shut up. This is not your house. This is my house. I'm the ringleader. What I say goes. Lay down for me. Nobody, son. Lay down.
Nick Iggy of the Carnies fancies himself the ringleader, and he's trying to call the shots against the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, Cecil Scott. We are eating good tonight.
Oh, we're going to eat real good tonight. This should be a cracker.
Good Lord, Mecca unloading on the ringleader of the Carnies, Nick Iggy. This is the first Mid-Atlantic Tag Team title shot for the Carnies. Two of the best tag teams in the country right here. I don't know if that was the right move, though.
No, I mean, he's a great wrestler, a smart guy, but that was not a smart move.
Oh, sat out with it.
Yeah,
and just crunched it.
Yeah, swung him around into a DDT. It's a new move for the big man.
Becca saying this is my house. Of course, the home court advantage 100% going to be with the Sandwich Squad.
What do you think about that?
Carry Awful, the Music City Mutt.
That's a pretty apt description of Carry Awful.
The more ferocious member of the Carnies. Oh, jeez.
I've known Mecca a long time, and that's not a smart move.
That's a big, bad dude. I would not spit on a big, bad dude.
And Carry Awful normally would be able to knock guys down with a shoulder tackle, but Mecca's not even budging.
Follows him. Even with a head of steam, no good.
And these are probably two of the most, I'd say, underrated tag teams in the nation right now, as great as they both are. I feel like there's still a lot of growth and a lot of uncharted waters that both of these teams could go into.
2 of the 16 teams selected for the Cornado Brothers Cup Tag Team Tournament. That tournament continues next week on CWF Worldwide. We take a break from tournament action this week to bring you this very special 100th episode. And Cecil Scott, what happens if the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles change hands right smack dab in the middle of this tournament?
Man, that would be almost unprecedented. And Awful went to the throat there. Now he's just gouging at the face. You know, speaking of the tournament, I mean, how are your brackets looking right now?
My brackets might be as busted up as Carry Awful's chest right now.
Oh, again to the throat.
The down south dandy gets sent from corner to corner.
Getting treated like a dandy.
Oh dear.
Oh, the look on Nick Iggy's face.
Oh, just a thud. Just a big, meaty thud.
It's like he punched a pork chop.
Oh, dear. Oh. Nick Iggy is feeling it.
And I'm going to tell you this right now from experience. The really loud, slapping chops hurt like hell, but the ones that make almost no sound, that make a thud, it's like being hauled off and hit with a tree limb. Those are the ones that knock the breath out of you.
The powerful Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions ruling the ring. Nick Iggy is trying to get free.
Oh, be careful what you ask for, brother.
He put him down.
Yeah, he fulfilled his request.
Cover, 400 pounds laying on top of Iggy, only got 2.
Yeah, one thing we can say about these Carnies, they are both very resilient, very strange characters, but they are tough. Yeah, I kind of feel like they are going to get something going if they can weather this storm.
Yeah, that's the thing when you face the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions. Oh, he avoided it. Oh, Mecca loves to use that drop down as an offensive maneuver. Nick Iggy avoided it.
Yeah, that was great scouting by Nick Iggy there.
To the big man. Oh, dear.
Oh, no, he caught him. Oh, he went low on Biggs.
Carry awful. Oh, God! Oh!
Man, nearly wiped out his own partner, but got the job done.
Hurled his body onto the monstrous Mecha Mercenary. And the Carnies momentarily have a 2-on-1 advantage. They send Mecha into the steel ring post. And as referee Red Jones gets Biggs to the back.
This is kind of what the Carnies had to do. They had to turn this into a bit of a fight. Now, believe it or not, even with the size disadvantage, I think they had to rough this up a little bit.
Yeah, Carry Awful in particular is just a gnarly brawler. Nick Iggy, a little more refined, more gentlemanly.
Right, very dapper, actually.
They have been described as a boy and his dog.
Which is which?
Big Iggy charges and puts the foot right in the mouth of the monstrous Mecha Mercenary. Cover for the titles, only got about one.
And a key piece right there, he had to pull all of that weight back to the middle of the ring, and by the time he got it there, he didn't really have enough strength to get a good hook on that leg. I think he was biting the hand of Iggy.
Tag, Carry Awful in. If I'm the Carnies, Carry Awful is who I want in the match. For situations just like this, he drops all the body weight on the senton.
Yeah, I mean, he's pushing 300 pounds.
You want your brute in there against the massive tag team champions.
Yeah, that was almost an old Matt Bourne kind of bombs away type move there.
He's going for the mask of the big man.
I see a lot of Matt Bourne in Carry Awful, actually.
Oh, we're the smack against Aaron Biggs' face. Biggs is letting his emotion get the best of him here.
And Mecha's trying his best to fight out here.
Mecha is stuck in the wrong part of the carnival.
And just like I predicted, they are getting some good sustained offense now.
Heads up. Oh, body weight on the senton. Awful came down as well. Hell of a tandem maneuver.
Man, that was a Dick Togo-like senton there.
Crowd here firmly behind the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions.
Oh man, Mecha's firing up here.
Ooh, stuck him.
Man, he had Iggy rubber leg there.
Good Lord, Mecha just trying to swing for everything he's got, but to Nick Iggy's credit, he shut the big man down.
Yeah, he weathered a couple of big shots there and stuck with it.
We first saw the Carnies back on episode 64 when they took on the Dawson brothers. Body weight from Nick Iggy, checking him in the corner. Gonna go for another one. Got a little more elevation on that one. Man, they have trapped the monstrous Mecha.
I said get up! Come on, Mecha, fight!
Awful. Trying to manipulate this big man. I don't know how smart that is.
Russian leg sweep, maybe?
Oh, he had to muscle him down.
It got a submission out of it.
Yeah, he's trapped. He's stuck.
Man, how often do you see Mecha get caught in a submission hold like this?
Carry Awful working to take the glove off the hand of the Mecha Mercenary. He might be trying to rip and tear at those fingers potentially.
And the strength of Mecha was a little too much right there.
Of course, Mecha and Biggs captured the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles back on episode 58. They defended CWF's honor against Invaders from Combat Zone Wrestling on episode number 73. Faced Mitch Connor and Donnie Dollars on episode 76, a matchup kind of CWF's past against its present. And of course, they competed in a wild tag team apocalypto on episode number 91.
Finally got that leg trip. And by all rights, they should have won that apocalypto.
Yes, they should have. Iggy, I don't think knows where he is.
Yeah, Kerry had to go get him.
Expert teamwork from the Carnies. Didn't work.
Yeah, Mecha had a little time to regroup. He gets out of the way of Awful as well. Oh, God.
Bulldog! Carry Awful on top of Iggy.
And we're seeing some interesting new wrinkles in the offense of Mecha Mercenary tonight.
The Cronuta Brothers Cup Tag Team Tournament is ongoing. You're going to see wrestlers basically pump out new moves moves that their opponents can't scout as the tournament continues next week. But the big man, the rampaging beast, is in.
Man, he is ruling everything right now. Big backsplash on Awful. Watch out, Iggy.
Basic survival instincts there from the down south dandy. Oh, he caught it!
He tried to bulldog him, and no, nice belly to back suplex.
Oh, good Lord!
Oh, he might have caught him low. Ooh.
I don't put an eye out.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Biggs is ruling the ring.
Did you see that bounce?
Fire in the eyes. Nick Iggy with great evasive tactics. Just punched him in the back of the head.
Yeah, right in the back of the neck, back of the head.
Uh-oh, heads up.
No!
Dandy Orton did not get it. Swing and a miss.
Man, go out!
Dandy Orton, nope.
No dice.
Caught him.
Slam.
Good Lord, stuck him.
Oh, watch out, coming off the top.
Awful dove.
Man, he almost wiped out himself, but he caught Mecca in the backside.
It was enough to break it up. As the night progresses, those ropes get sweaty with perspiration. Awful was able to break up the pin. He saved the match. That's what counts.
Yeah, that's all that matters. It don't gotta be pretty. He's got that arm hammer locked.
Awful just trying to slug him down.
Yes.
It's like trying to chop a tree down.
This thing's gotten ugly.
Swing and a miss. Oh, God!
Oh, no.
Could be sandwich time.
The hero sandwich.
Oh, great thinking on the part of Nick Iggy. A second ahead of the tag team champs. No way.
Man, what do they got here?
This is one of the Carney's patented holds. They will attempt to basically make one man pile drive his partner. Not a disqualification. You can't get disqualified against yourselves. But these guys are too big for that.
Right. And we see how well it turned out. Oh no, a double decker sandwich maybe?
Oh, crushed him!
Extra meat in the middle of that sandwich.
There's your legal man right there. Got him!
Tough title defense for the Sandwich Squad.
An absolute war here on the 100th episode of CWF Worldwide.
Get out of our house! Get out of my ring! What? Let's go get the man!
11 minutes, 56 seconds. Your winners by pinfall and still CWF Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, the Sandwich Squad.
See how I'm coming more like off my hip? And right, if you were like if this arm's going up on lunge here, the little things that makes you money, it's the little things that make people talk about you. No matter what, it's still gonna hurt. Find out what happens when you knock me out of my building.
we feeling good, everybody?
Hey, come on now. Hey, knock it off, back it up. Come on, back it up, let's go. Back it up, separate corner. Hey, come on. Back it up in your corner, let's go. Come on, Coach, let's go.
The following contest is the 3 stages of real match. The first fall can only be won by knockout or submission. The second fall by cutter or the realization elbow. And the third fall, if needed, falls count anywhere. Introducing first, fighting out of the psych ward, weighing 230 pounds, the real Joshua Cutshaw. Fighting out of Atlantic City,
my favorite part, Kevin.
Weighing 205 pounds, he is the 2016 Johnny Weaver Cup winner, Nick Richards!
All right, ring the bell!
Bell sounds, we are off and running. First time in CWF Mid-Atlantic history, 3 stages of real. Joshua Cutshaw, the real, one-on-one against Nick Richards. Very unique rules in this one. It's the best 2 out of 3 falls, Cecil Scott. Fall number 1 can only be won by submission or by knockout.
Yeah, submission or KO, and it's... I kind of feel like this structure really favors Joshua Cutshaw, to be honest. We'll see. We know what Richards has inside of him, but I feel like Cutshaw put this together knowing what he was doing.
Cutshaw is an interesting individual.
He's not playing with a full deck.
He's not, but there is a cerebral element to what he does. When he cashed in the golden ticket against Trevor Lee, he made rules that would favor him. In this challenge to Nick Richards tonight, he made rules that would favor him. For someone who is clearly so unbalanced, there is a very cerebral aspect to his game.
You ever watch one of those documentaries about serial killers, and you see them in prison, and you hear them speak, and they're almost frighteningly intelligent, but you know there's a psychopath bubbling under that brain? That's what Cutshaw reminds me of.
Cutshaw runs right through Richards. Submission or knockout only in the first fall.
And you go back about a year ago when we first saw Cutshaw.
Went for the elbow. That realization elbow has knocked Richards out in the past.
I went on record as saying that I feel like Cutshaw was the guy that just needed that one win. And I feel like last time these two faced, he got that one win.
Yeah, these two are 1-1. Richards defeated Cutshaw on episode number 85, taking Matthews, North Carolina. He lost the return match on episode 93 back at the Omega Bowl. Of course, Cutshaw made his CWF Mid-Atlantic debut, defeating Donnie Dollars on episode number 54. Quickly went on to win Battle Bowl 2016 and the Golden Ticket on episode 57. And he cashed in that Golden Ticket on episode number 71 against Trevor Lee in a Mid-Atlantic title classic.
Oh man, what a pump kick.
Huge pump kick. So these two are 1-1. This 3 stages of real, as Cutshaw calls it, will ideally settle this dispute. Of course, Richards, one of the favorite sons of CWF Mid-Atlantic, survived the Cage of Death on episode number 29, went to war with the Kamikaze Kid, culminating in that last man standing match on episode number 59. The most brutal match in CWF history?
Yeah, it's, if not that, then the dog collar match maybe, but it's up there. Oh!
Richards then fought through the entire Weaver Cup tournament, beating Eric Royal in the finals on episode number 67. Richards has got a guaranteed Mid-Atlantic title match in his back pocket. Cecil Scott, he has not used it to date.
Right, he's gone on record as saying he doesn't think he's ready to challenge Trevor Lee yet.
Swing and a miss. Cutshaw trying to knock Richards out. Richards is trying to take him to the mat and wrestle him. Richards in recent months has tried to reinvent himself as a pure wrestler. We have seen Trip Cassidy verbally say he's going to drag Nick Richards back down into the depths of deathmatch wrestling. Cutshaw, to your point, looking like he's trying to drag Richards into a fight here.
And it might be happening here.
Richards will try to wrestle. Richards steps the leg in. Richards will try to go for the submission here.
Yeah, looks like a sharpshooter.
He could lay down for the figure four. He could turn over for the sharpshooter.
This was a favorite hold of one of his mentors, Corey Edsel.
Cutshaw's got those long legs. I don't think Richards has got him like he wants him. Cutshaw's got those long arms and legs.
He had a really hard time manipulating Cutshaw over. Really couldn't get the hold like he wanted.
He's got one leg, but yeah, Cutshaw. You don't talk, ooh, he hit the post hard. We don't talk about reach advantage in wrestling a lot. When you've got somebody that's built like Joshua Cutshaw, it can make a big difference.
Yes, absolutely. I've mentioned it a couple times with guys like Elijah Evans and Eric Andrews, guys that really use reach. And reach doesn't just mean having long striking ability. And we'll come back to it. It looks like he's going to load up that elbow. He's gone for it a couple of times.
Trying for the realization. He beat Richards with this hold a few weeks back. Richards trying to wrestle. Leg trip, center of the ring.
Cattle mutilation.
He's got the arms trapped. If he can lock the hands, he'll have him. The hands are locked. Cutshaw's trapped. Cutshaw gave it up. Cutshaw gave it up. Cutshaw gave it up. Richards wins the first fall by submission. It was technical wrestling that won it for him. Cecil Scott, do you think Cutshaw was willing to sacrifice that first fall?
Man, I don't know. It seemed like he wanted to KO Nick Richards on more than one occasion.
Look at Cutshaw. Cutshaw visibly discouraged on the outside. Cutshaw says, I gotta win 2 more now. Cutshaw almost seems to like the fact that his back is against the wall now.
Right, he knows if he wins this next fall, he's got a Falls Count Anywhere match, which I feel like that's exactly what he wanted, so maybe you're onto something.
I almost wonder if it's like those people that wait till the last minute to cram before the test. Cutshaw realizes that now he has to win the next 2. There's no safety net of that first fall. We talked earlier about the cerebral game of Joshua Cutshaw. Both men must be ready to start the fall. Referee Kevin Pierce on his ready. We're off. We are off and running. This one can only end in the cutter or the realization elbow.
Right, and part of me wonders if he has something up his sleeve for this second fall.
Richards avoided it. Whatever he was going to try. Cutter, no, he's too close to the ropes. Cutshaw can use the ropes there. Leg lariat, cut him in half.
And let's not forget the cutter was kind of Nick's undoing last time these two faced.
This fall, yes, go ahead.
He went for that move and got blasted in the back of the head by that elbow.
This fall can only end in either of the way that these two men have beaten each other in the past. Richards defeated Cutshaw with the cutter on episode number 85 of CWF Worldwide. Cutshaw defeated Richards with the realization elbow on episode number 93. The second fall of this 2 out of 3 falls match can only end in the way that you have beaten another man before in this rivalry. Cutshaw made the challenge. I almost wonder if it's a matter of pride, saying you will not get me with that cutter a second time.
Right, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what Cutshaw's end game is here. I kind of play armchair psychologist out here sometimes and try to get inside the head of these guys, but I'm not sure I want to get in the head of Cutshaw. But obviously he's got something he wants to get out of Nick Richards. And I feel like it's more than just trying to turn him back into a deathmatch wrestler. It can't be just that.
No. We have seen Trip Cassidy try to pull the devil out of Richards in the past. I don't think Cutshaw, quite frankly, is that cerebral. Cutter, no! Oh, stuck him with it! Fall number 2! Cutshaw out of nowhere with fall number 2 with the realization elbow the same exact way that Richards got beat before. Cutshaw takes fall number 2 with the realization elbow, and Richards is hurt. Richards is down in a heap.
And he kind of just made our point that we tried to make earlier about reach. Richards was getting away from Cutshaw, and he was able to reach out and grab the back of the trunks, it looked like, and pull him back in.
I don't know if our cameras are picking it up. There's real concern in the eyes of referee Kevin Pierce. Both men must get back to their feet. Both men must show themselves willing to continue before Pierce can start the 3rd fall. And now we've got falls count anywhere, Cecil Scott, if Richards can get back up.
Right, we know Pierce, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He'll stop a match if he feels like he has to. And Richards, I don't know if he's all there right now. Pierce calls for the bell. We've got a 3rd fall. Low bridge, and out goes Cutshaw. We've got a 3rd fall.
And this thing could go all over the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. Richards slides in with the baseball slide.
Richards apparently has his bearings more in tune than I thought he did. Going for the dive.
Oh, into the 1st row they go. Reckless abandon. Everyone, please steer clear of these lunatics.
Man, it's a sick crash in those chairs. All right.
Oh, God.
Man, that'll burn the eyes.
Trip Cassidy spoke as recently as earlier in this broadcast about bringing the animal back out in Nick Richards. Oh. In this Falls Count Anywhere match, will Richards have to do whatever it takes to survive? Will Trip Cassidy accidentally get his wish?
It might. It's Falls Count Anywhere, but there's no rule that says you got to go out and fight all over this building. A lot of guys get it in their head if it's Falls Count Anywhere that they got to brawl and go all over the place. You can just as well just wrestle in the ring like a normal match, but Richards, it's like that switch gets flipped.
Firing away on Cutshaw on the far side of the building.
And it's like the lost cause hears those magic words.
The Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium becomes almost like a playground.
It really does. And I've got a little first-hand experience. I once battled Nick Richards in a street fight, a tag team street fight. And it really is. Like, you see him in the back when he's not being a jerk like he was for 3 years. He's an affable guy. He's really easy to talk to. You get him in a match like this, he's like an animal.
Richards is stacking chairs up on the far side. This does not bode well for anyone.
I've seen this before.
Richards going back to that place.
He's got Cutshaw right where he wants him.
With a cactus. Richards make up for that cactus elbow. No, Cutshaw up, and just basically shoelace tackled him.
Man, this open palm striked him in the gut there. That was very effective.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, what a crash.
What a sickening thud. There's no good way to land on that.
A horrible crash. Two. Referee Kevin Pierce says only 2.
Yeah, Richards somehow got up from that.
Cutshaw has got fire in his eyes. Ow! Again on the chairs.
You know, and I've compared Nick Richards in the past to Arturo Gatti some years ago.
Cover!
Oh, that was close.
2-2.
I mentioned it, Gatti, he went from this blood and guts warrior, tried to become a refined boxer until he ran into a guy named Mickey Ward and had possibly the most brutal fight of all time. And this is what I'm seeing right now. Richards has met his Mickey Ward, and that fight is coming out of him, whether he wanted to or not.
Cutshaw calls himself the real. Says in a world of pretenders and would-be's and wannabes, he's the real deal.
So far, keeping it real has not gone wrong for him here.
Chairs being drug into the ring here. Richards is hurt. Richards is hurt. Hold on here. Oh, right in the sternum. That'll crack a rib. That'll affect your ability to breathe. That will affect your ability to do damn near anything.
I got a little bit of a theory. I wondered if maybe Cutshaw knew how apprehensive Richards would be in a fight like this, and knew this was the best way to kind of win that rubber match, to get his revenge, you know, to say, hey, I'm better than Richards. Because at the end of the day, Richards is a top contender right now. You knock off a top contender, you become a top contender.
Oh, God!
So I'm wondering if that's the calculation in Cutshaw's mind right now. I could be way off base, but I think there might be something there.
Get to the brawl as quick as possible.
Yeah, get to the brawl because he knows Richards doesn't want to fight like this. It feels like maybe it's an easier path to victory.
Let's go, Nick! Let's go, Nick!
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I mean, we saw Nick, he tried to use the chairs outside the ring, but we're not seeing that animal that fought Kamikaze Kid a year ago. What in the world? Oh, Richards is up, though.
Ooh, Cutshaw took his eyes off the ball, and he tumbles to the floor.
That was almost a nasty, nasty spill. And what in the world?
Richards trying to use the ropes to his advantage here. Could be a superplex, perhaps.
That double underhook maybe off the top.
Oh, he loves that butterfly suplex, does Richards.
And look underneath the two bodies.
Oh, the chair. Look at the look in Cutshaw's eyes. The spine and the tailbone crashed against the chair. Cover. Two. No, sir.
And that chair blasted him right in the kidneys on the way down, too. So much damage.
Good Lord. What a damn fight we are seeing on our 100th episode. We thank you wherever you are in the world for joining us tonight. Episode 100.
Cutshaw trying to create some distance, but he's not safe out there.
No, falls literally count anywhere. There's no place. Oh, that you're safe. Richards just kicked him in the nose. That'll water your eyes. That could break your nose. That's dangerous. That's violent.
Oh, man. Cutshaw had a little bit of time to
Oh, dear.
Watch out, Pierce.
Oh, good Lord. Richards takes a tumble into the concrete. You gotta keep the fans back.
I'm not really sure what happened there, but Pierce almost was in the line of fire.
We gotta keep the civilians back.
Just like that, man. Cutshaw, I can't believe after that drop on the chair, he's back in the driver's seat.
Almost like that woke him up.
Right.
Got him back in this fight. Cutshaw, with evil intentions in his eyes, charges Richards.
Man, it's got a head of steam. No form, just blasted him.
No form is right. Just blunt force trauma.
And that's honestly, when you go back to that Weaver Cup final, that's something Eric Royal used very effectively. He didn't come out on the winning end, but when he got a little more formless, it was very effective against Richards, ironically enough. And I'm wondering if this is just a fight maybe Richards can't win.
Cutshaw be willing to go further than Richards.
Yeah, for Richards to win this, honestly, I feel like he has to sell himself out here.
He's got to revert back to the devil that Trip Cassidy has been trying to pull out of him. At this point, I almost feel like Cutshaw is trying to pull that devil out of him. Or maybe you're right. Maybe Cutshaw feels like that death match Nick Richards is dead and gone, and Cutshaw feels like he can win this fight. He is throwing chairs down on the concrete. Joshua Cutshaw is throwing chairs down on concrete. It does not get more real than that.
This is the game you want to play, Nick.
Let's go, Nick.
This is the game.
Get in, Nick.
Sometimes you talk too much.
Richards fights up.
One thing Richards will never lose is that heart.
Good Lord, he is just drilling Cutshaw, but the real Joshua Cutshaw refuses to go down.
And Wyatt's up in another big right hand. May have broken his own hand there. Yeah, you keep punching guys on the top of the head, that's bound to happen. Oh, he sucked it up though. Man, right on those chairs.
Crashes into the steel.
As if concrete's not bad enough.
Good Lord, Cutshaw's back on his feet.
Holy Jesus.
Like the killer from a horror movie. He pops right back up.
Man, this guy, I don't know what's going on in that head of his, but holy crap.
We have speculated about different people throughout the history of our sport, Cecil Scott, that quite frankly seem to get off on pain.
Right.
Cutshaw, I don't want to be too speculative, but Cutshaw may be proving himself to be one of those people.
Man, I don't think there's a maybe about it.
He is beating Richards down and mocking this hometown crowd.
Man, after that exchange, I really have to go back to my other question. Can Richards win this fight? Now he's biting the man in the face. That'll help.
Oh, man. Going up in the bleachers, that's real dangerous.
Very dangerous. There's really no good footing.
Oh, man, they're going up in the stands here. Civilians have got to stay back. They are up in the stands. That's hard wood and concrete underneath it, and a pile of chairs on top of the concrete.
And it's very easy to slip, break an ankle. There's maybe even worse up there. Oh no, he's pulling that pad down.
They look for the realization. Oh God, he hit the wall! Oh my God, he hit the wall!
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
They crashed! Richards hooked the cutter and they crashed off the top of the bleachers down to the floor! Richards yanked Cutshaw straight to the concrete! He got him! Jesus Christ!
My Lord, what a fight! Richards, I said he had to sell out. He kind of did, but he did what he had to do to survive this thing. What the hell?
And your winner. Oh my God. Nick Richards! This is the Nick Richards I want. This is the Nick Richards you all deserve. Nick, if you're ever going to be the man around here, if you're ever going to be a champion,
You're shit.
you got to bring out the devil in you. Nick, I've been saying from day one, sinners never sleep. And when the devil inside you wakes up, I swear I'll be here to see it.
The blue-eyed devil, Trip Cassidy, trying to awaken the devil inside Nick Richards.
The winner of the last bout, 2 falls to 3, Nick Richards.
Somebody get a shot. Great time. You're good. Break it down.
Yeah. I'm okay. Awesome.
Eric Andrews here, your worldwide television champion. CWF, I guess congratulations are in order on this great achievement that you've done. 100 episodes. The centennial, that's 100 for all of you scholars out there. Don't let the look fool you, I'm an educated human being, okay? The centennial episode of CWF Worldwide. And where am I? The worldwide television champion? Well, I'm here. I'm at home. Why? Because CWF management told me, they said, champ, we haven't quite got the kinks worked out in a television random drawing from the fans. So just stay home. Now see, to me, what that says is the kinks is just, champ, we haven't figured out a way quite to screw you yet. See, 8 months ago, I told you when I won this, I said, get used to this face. Get used to this picture. Because it would be like this for a long, long time. And most of you didn't believe me, did you? Brass Studs, I know for sure that you didn't believe me. So what have you done? You've thrown every roadblock that you could in the way of Eric Andrews from the time I've won this championship until right now. And what have I done? I've survived. I've overcame each and every one of them. Brad, let me ask you a question. Are you feeling it yet? That feeling down in the pit of your stomach? The feeling of knowing that no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, the thing that you want most is never going to be in your grasp? If you're feeling that way, Brad, now maybe you know a little bit of how I've felt for the last 8 years. But CWF, you do whatever you got to do. Celebrate your 100th episode. Get all the kinks you need to get worked out. Because it doesn't matter what you do, Eric Andrews will always be the worldwide television champion. And hey, to you fans out there that's watching online of the 100th episode, from the worldwide television champ, you're welcome.
Make sure these light skins and it never come back in style. Turn on my finish code and I started my own business. They say, oh, you graduated on the sound that I was finished. Chasing your dreams of what you got planned. Now it's been so hot, you got canned. Back to school and I hated that, Everything I wanted. Yeah, probably.
And ladies and gentlemen, your Rising Generation League champion, Pain Justice!
Gang signs at me.
This match is scheduled for one fall of 15-minute time.
Let's go, Kane! Come on,
Who wants to see my nipples?
Oh, they do this
Strikes out against young Slade Porter. Cecil Scott, Kane Justice on a hell of a roll as Rising Generation League champion. Maybe has turned more heads than any RGL champion in the history of this organization.
Right, he's somebody, it really feels like he's making that championship his own. He's somebody, it feels like he's trying to give it a credibility that maybe it never had before, with no disrespect to the previous champions. It seems like he just really takes that championship seriously.
Talk about credibility, I think that's where we in this matchup will really see what Slade Porter has got. Made his first worldwide appearance back on episode 36, competed in a Weaver Cup tournament qualifier on episode number 64, and now here he is once again on episode 100 against the Rising Generation League champion. Oh, damn!
And you look at Slade Porter, and obviously you got, if you're judging a book by its cover, you expect certain things, but he's got a style that's really deceiving, honestly, based on what kind of character he is out there.
Yeah, it brings us to the point of credibility. We talk about it numerous times here on Worldwide. Can a fun-loving guy channel that credibility in between the ropes? Can someone that clearly enjoys the adulation of the fans and enjoys entertaining the fans, can they kick it into that next gear? Oh, good Lord, he's got to try to Beal Justice by his, oh, God.
He peeled him by the nuts.
Can he kick it into that next gear against maybe the most intense RGL champion we've ever had? That's a little questionable. May have hit him a little low. Slade Porter is swearing that it was the inner thigh. He just gets kicked right in the back of the head.
And Sam's real about Kane Justice. He's got an attitude problem, but he's not a guy you want to turn your back on. He just came off of a career-defining win against Dominic Garrini.
Goes back just a few weeks ago on episode number 96. He went on to compete in the second six-pack challenge on episode 97. Of course, became the Rising Generation League champion on episode 86. So just in, what, 14 weeks, this young man has been on a tear.
Right.
Sends him over the top.
And you think about it, he's only going to get better.
We are going to see if the outrageous Slade Porter can survive in a fight here. Oh, kicked him right in the head.
That was a nasty spill. Very nasty spill. And Slade Porter's a young man. He's only got a couple of years under his belt. We've seen him associated with Aspen Rose, another young competitor. And I don't know, you got to take a match like this more seriously if you want to have a veteran career.
Mentored by a group called the Hierarchy down in the state of Georgia. Porter has been mentored by some of the best in the sport, but so has Kane Justice. Justice with the cover, only got two. Justice has survived beatings at the CWF Mid-Atlantic Dojo from the likes of Trevor Lee, Eric Royal, and others. Justice will try to neutralize the arm.
Speaking of Trevor Lee, that is a move out of the champion's playbook right there.
Oh, God!
And we know that Kane Justice, when he comes in and starts working that arm, there's one thing in mind. That twist ending submission that so far no one has gotten out of. It's an instant submission so far. Oh man, nice move by Porter.
Porter trying to create space here. Oh, drop kick in the buckle, got nothing. Justice avoided it. Will the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium be turned into the Justice Dojo or the Porter House? Here tonight, Rising Generation League title is on the line. Someone will make headlines on the 100th broadcast of CWF Worldwide. Beautiful from Porter, but he couldn't knock Justice off his feet. Dazed him, but didn't drop him. That did the trick.
Yeah, sometimes you got to stop being cute and go right back to a good old clothesline.
Chops, try to knock this kid down. Huge uppercut.
Nice European uppercut. He's got to stay on him though.
Justice seems to be one step ahead of this young man the whole way. Boom!
Man, snap, German, dunked him right on his head.
Beautiful strike. He may have rocked his world. Upset City. Oh!
Man, he cold cocked him with that running elbow.
Slade Porter is playing to win with the Rising Generation Generation League Championship at stake, and some of the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium faithful have been won over. Justice does have his supporters.
Man, nice monkey flip.
They see how hard this kid has worked.
Yeah, he's gone through some adversity in this match.
But is he as good as he says he is, Cecil Scott?
Is anybody as good as they say they are? I mean, if we're being honest.
Beautiful neck breaker, dead center of the ring. Look at the focus and the concentration in the eyes of the Rising Generation League champion.
It's uncharacteristic for Kane.
Yeah, I'm not remember him going to the ropes before in his young career. I don't know what to expect here. I do not remember Justice going to the top rope in his young career to date.
And maybe this is why. He seemed really unsure up there.
What was he going for? As talented as this kid is, there's still that inexperience factor.
Yes, there is. It looked like Slade was trying to take the arm of Justice up there.
Would not recommend that. Whoa.
Yeah, okay, fine. Let's go, Kane.
Boom! Elbow right into the heart. 2, no, sir.
Man, that was a pretty good-looking elbow drop.
Yeah, it was. We talked earlier in the night about breaking out something new from the arsenal that your opponents have never seen before that you couldn't scout.
Yeah, and you don't learn that in the judo dojo, trust me.
I'm not going to do anything. There you go.
Justice is stalking the challenger here. Caught the kick, though. Oh, right to the eyes.
Right to the eyes, and no reason for that.
Oh, he blocked the second one. Leg trip. Oh, God, he's biting the feet.
Man, but he left that other foot wide open.
Porter is going to have to take this thing more seriously if he wants to leave the Rising Generation League Championship. He has got to leave the fun and games at the door when the bell rings.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just abandon what you wanted to do just for survival. Is Kane gonna dive?
Justice gonna fly? Nope. Oh, just slapped him in the face. The champion is in firm control here.
And I think once we come down to this, if Porter's not able to pull out something, we'll look at maybe a lack of focus and a weird game plan that cost him.
Oh, caught him though, caught him.
That's a good move.
I don't know if it's a lack of focus. It's definitely a weird game plan. It is not one that I would employ against someone whose focus and concentration is as keen as the Rising Generation League champion.
And as weird as it is, we've seen Slade Porter in the past adopt a style not dissimilar to Kane Justice.
Porter scaling the ropes here. He has used them more effectively than Kane thus far. Big cross body. He's got to stay on him for the cover. 2, no, sir. Porter hooked the arms. No, Justice keenly aware of his surroundings.
Gonna come back through, gonna try it again. Looked like he's going for maybe a double hook brainbuster there.
He rolled. Oh!
And a skip kick. Buzzsaw kick.
Justice is just pounding.
Yeah, this is not legal. You can't just sit there and use the closed fist.
Oh, he caught him, trapped him. Porter gave it up. Kane Justice, with relative ease, holds on to the Rising Generation League Championship here on Worldwide 100.
8 minutes, 42 seconds, your winner by submission, and still Rising Generation League champion, Kane Justice!
Mom! Shut up! Sit down! Oh, y'all would hate that too!
Hey, congratulations on another great title defense.
Another great title defense! Of course, it's another great title defense, Cecil Scott. 100 weeks ago, I was nobody, a referee, a big part in somebody else's matches. Now, I'm the matches, main event sometimes. I
the best RTL champion ever. You honestly had a string of great title defenses.
That's right.
You know what? I can't take that away from you, but for being honest, you're not quite the best yet, but you're getting there.
Whoa. What? Cecil Scott, who the hell are you to tell me that I'm not a great RTL champion? Do you see this, Cecil Scott?
Yeah.
You see this championship on my shoulder?
Yeah.
You have never had that ever in your life. How long have you been wrestling, Cecil? Tell these people.
I wrestled for 10 years.
You wrestled for 10 years. I've wrestled in 4 months and accomplished more than you have ever done. A decade of stupidity. That's what it is.
Go Cade! Go Cade!
I'm trying to put you over out here. I'm trying to tell everybody how good you are. And you want to come at me with this attitude. I get at that proof every week and tell everybody how good you are.
Cecil,
shut up.
Oh, God.
who the hell are you to come tell me what I gotta do to be a great champion? I don't need no one to put me over. I am over, Cecil Scott.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Give me a rock,
Oh, God, on the bad arm.
Die, Cecil, die! You're stupid! You're stupid! Get the hell off me! Get the hell out! Get out of here! Let's go! That's right! You lay there and cry! I'm Chancellor Cade! I'm the champion! Stupid! Don't move! You should have minded your own damn business! You get it, boy! That goes for anyone that messes with me!
Don't lean on it, don't lean on it. Oh, he's right behind you, slow his way.
Watch out! He's also held every title in the territories. Show your respect to the ace, finally, he's not even here. Right in position. Proving that he's the world's greatest coach in the whole world. Tonight, I'm gonna beat him up tonight. He's gonna get beat up. He's gonna corrupt the Clinton Foundation. Get this clown out of here. Get this clown out of here. Unless you give us another resurrection. He just get this cost me everything. Get him out of here. I know this. Like I do everything else. Get out of here. Get him out. He's a clown.
Brad, you know I just do my job.
You do a good job. He's corrupt. He's corrupt. He takes bribes. What I'm gonna do to you? You are not going to win match with bad attitude in the ring. You know, you got to go. I don't want you. You gotta go. You want the problem? Then get it out. Pass out of here. I'll get him out. Get him out. Get out.
I'm doing it for you.
It's not much of an improvement, but that's better than him.
It's ready. Let's get the match in the ring.
Now you're out of excuses. Let's bring him out.
Heavyweight champion, Trevor Lee! PWI International Ultimate Crown Champion, Chad Starling!
Get that away from him! Get that away from him! Get that away from him!
Ring fall, no time.
Get that thing away from him, Red! Get it away!
For sure, he's first one to come get it, guys. CWF Worldwide.
That was adorable. You know it's gonna be adorable after we whoop y'all. Y'all gonna sit here smiling. I remember the All-Star. So let's get in here. Don't rush us. Don't rush us. You don't tell us what to do. We're gonna do it. You got this. What, man? What, Grant? Why are you focused on the winners right now? Focus on the action. Watch us win right here.
Collar and elbow tie-up between two of the greatest Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champions of all time to kick off officially the main event of Worldwide 100. Brad Stutz and CL Party are in the booth. CL, this building is electric here for the main event of Worldwide 100 and the return, at least for one night only, of the Aftermath.
I mean, how can you not be? Who was expecting that? I mean, you know their opponents tonight definitely were not. I don't know how that has affected their game plan here with the former Pro Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion Rick Converse out there.
Shoulders down, Wilkins has got to be careful. I feel like the smart money, as this bout was set up for Trevor Lee and two partners of his choosing, the smart money had to be on Chet Sterling, and I think you're right. I believe Trevor Lee has thrown a wrench in the plans of the All-Stars by drafting the former International Heavyweight Champion Rick Converse to the team. These three were a group years ago called the Aftermath, led by by the founder of CWF Mid-Atlantic, William L. Cross, also the president of Pro Wrestling International. Trevor Lee basically usurped control of the group from out from underneath Converse. Oh, on the arm! Trevor kicked Converse and Osiris to the curb and installed himself and Chet Sterling as the aftermath. It was a bitter war between the splintered group, and Trevor Lee putting the group back together one night only here at the 100th episode of Worldwide. As I look over to that corner, as Roy Wilkins stomping around on the outside, Ciel, as I look over Trevor Lee's shoulder and I look to that corner, Rick Converse, the man on whose shoulders CWF Mid-Atlantic was built upon. Trevor Lee took the baton from Converse. It almost is like CWF's past franchise, current franchise, and perhaps the future franchise in Chet Sterling, all on one three-man team.
Definitely, and you know, to that point as well, there was a time where you would not believe that the Aftermath would be getting the reaction that they got here tonight. I mean, the fans are just so ecstatic to see them reunited.
Good Lord, it's a fight in the ring! Trevor Lee got fired up on Wilkins, and all 6 men are brawling.
Red Jones is going to have to work really hard to keep control in this match.
Yeah, no one wants to see this main event in the disqualification or end in a count-out. Red Jones, I say let him fight. Coach was already bitching about the referee assignments once tonight. Let them fight, let them brawl. Ah, the 1-star, Brad Attitude trapped in the corner.
Yeah, you know he was not very excited to get back in the ring with Trevor Lee, and now his friends are there with him.
Attitude has taken great pleasure in calling his shots in the past year or so. Hold on here, teamwork from the Aftermath. Sterling fires away. Converse. Boom! And there goes the Mid-Atlantic champion.
Brad Attitude is down. Oh, but Eric Royal.
Royal with the shoelace tackle on Trevor Lee. Royal and Converse duking it out. Sterling and Converse dealing on Eric Royal. Heads up. Teamwork from the former Aftermath. Drop Toho. Converse drops the hammer on him. Come on. Aftermath rocking and rolling. I apologize, I've lost complete control over who the legal man is. Did Wilkins ever tag out?
I don't know, I don't think so.
Wilkins got Converse on the outside. Fight on the floor. Trevor Lee to Wilkins.
Oh, but Wilkins fighting back.
Wilkins fighting both members of the Aftermath. Oh, right into a clothesline from the first Rick Converse.
The numbers game is definitely going to be what controls this match as far as which team is in control, how many men are down and out.
This thing is a Pier 6 brawl. We suspected that it would be. Sterling and Converse are securing the ring for Trevor Lee. Attitude trying to slip through, and he does. Oh! Hits up for Wilkins, soars with the drop kick.
Just like that, the tides have turned.
Cover from Attitude. Only got 2 as Attitude and Trevor Lee basically declare themselves legal here. Attitude defeated Trevor Lee in the main event of Worldwide episode number 14. Really the first classic, epic main event in the history of this show. He would go on to become a 2-time Mid-Atlantic champion on episode number 28. He lost that Mid-Atlantic title, did Attitude, in the first fall of the first 6-pack challenge to Trevor Lee on episode number 35 as Attitude tags out to Royal. Attitude would not be seen again until episode 60 when he attacked both Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett. He dodged Trevor for 28 weeks before finally facing off against Trevor Lee in the main event of episode 88. And now the ace, Eric Royal, with the cover. Body weight on the shoulders, only got 2. Royal, a fun fact, was actually in the main event of episode 1, where he and Sterling were partners. Royal would go on to capture the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles with Ray Kandrak, defeating Trevor and Chet on episode number 30. They successfully defended the titles at the Homecoming last year against Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett on episode number 55. Oh, Trevor powered into the corner.
There really is so much history in this matchup between all of these men, especially the history of CWF Worldwide.
Yeah, we've been talking all night, the facts, the history of all the men that have appeared on this broadcast tonight. As Wilkins tags in, the former Mid-Atlantic champion. 2 times he has held the richest prize in the land. He won that title for the 2nd time in the conclusion of the first 6-pack challenge back on episode number 35. He lost it in a 105-minute classic against Trevor Lee on episode 43. We didn't see Wilkins again until the conclusion of the 2016 Rumble on episode number 75. Oh, Trevor slaps him. These two absolutely at war. Wilkins will try to slow it down with the abdominal stretch. Back 20 weeks ago on episode number 80, Wilkins won the Tornado Cibernetico and the Golden Ticket. And of course, Royal and Wilkins faced the Hardys on episode number 92. CL Wilkins has held that Golden Ticket since November. He is waiting for the opportune time to cash it in. Any match, any opponents, any stipulations of his choice. I'm gonna put you on the spot, CL. Do you think that Wilkins is waiting for his moment to come for the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion?
You know, I would have said yes a few weeks ago, but lately we've seen this tag team form between him and Eric Royal. They might go after the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship.
2 of the men that have entered the Cronulla Brothers Cup Tag Team Tournament. That continues next week on Worldwide. Chet Sterling is the legal man. Sterling soars on both Attitude and Wilkins.
And you know, speaking of that, it is fascinating to me to see this tag team form between Wilkins and Royal. You know, it really wasn't that long ago that Wilkins stole the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship from Eric Royal. I mean, we've been talking about the history all night, and I don't think any man has changed more than Eric Royal. I mean, if you look back on episode 1 to episode 100, he's a completely different man.
Absolutely correct. We touched on it earlier. Sterling and Royal were partners on the very first episode. They are bitter rivals tonight. Sterling was looking to fly on Royal. He thought better of it. Sterling is trying to make his move here on the ace. Woo! He soars!
Chet Sterling definitely has, in these past 99 episodes, done everything he can to prove himself. He has improved so much in the ring. Look at him go now.
Yeah, at the time, oh, Sterling hits the rope. On episode 1, he was a double champion, holding both the television and tag team titles simultaneously. He would lose the television title to Cedric Alexander on episode number 26. Alexander took the belt internationally and made it the worldwide television title. Sterling got Cedric back when he took the Ultra J Championship from him 44 weeks later on Worldwide episode number 70 in what was Alexander's last match before heading to Monday Night Raw. Cover from Wilkins.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't really get to see that match, so I can't speak that much on that.
Not the best day in the career of CL Party.
No.
Wilkins, this is where the All-Stars eat, when they can drag out the pace, when they can grind it to a halt. This is where the All-Stars make their money. Wilkins, on top of the Ultra J champion. Chet in a bad way, and we have seen him in so many classics with Trevor Lee and as a single. Oh, Wilkins soars with a crossbody.
Roy Wilkins is definitely in control right now. The coach is loving it on the outside.
Wilkins maneuvers him to the corner, and in comes the ace.
Seems like his only hope right now, Chet Sterling, has got to get to the other corner and make a tag. don't know how he's going to be able to do that, though.
Royal has clearly been reading the playbook. Cover two.
Well, Eric Royal has just gotten meaner. Something has got in his ear and made him think that he is owed more than he's getting around here. I mean, if you look back, he was one of the early favorites in the early episodes of CWF Worldwide, but still that was not enough for him, and for whatever reason, he is taking it out on the fans of his opponents.
Royal kicks away at Rick Converse. So much history there.
Ted Sterling has got to get out of that corner.
Sterling trying to fight out. Sterling trying to survive here through the legs. No, Royal caught him. Royal caught him. Royal caught Sterling.
Just too much for him to handle on his own.
Royal just trying to bully him up there. Whoa, Sterling trying to control his body, get free, and he does! Converse is legal!
Here comes a fresh Rick Converse.
Converse lost the unofficial title of Ace of the Mid-Atlantic to Eric Royal at Battle 15. Converse floats over with the DDT! Converse went into exile. Boom! We did not see him on an actual episode of Worldwide in the ring until episode number 22, and the two former partners are face to face.
He's the one who's ruining our spots.
Two of the cornerstones of CWF, Brad Attitude and Rick Converse.
Brad Attitude attempting to reason with his former friend with he sees as reasoning.
8 Mid-Atlantic titles between them. Woo! Converse boots Attitude in the face. Golf swing! Golf swing from Wilkins. And Converse is down. Huge STO. Sterling, got to keep his head on a swivel. Here comes the Ace.
I believe that Rick Converse and Roy Wilkins are the legal men right now.
I hope referee Red Jones has done a good job of keeping up with it.
I sure can't.
Trevor fires away on the Ace. They went to war for the Mid-Atlantic title on episode 74. Oh, Royal manipulating him. Converse knew better. Royal just owning the ring right now. Space Jam! Oh dear!
That's it.
Sterling comes crashing down and it hurts inside. The Ace standing tall.
Here comes Rick Converse.
Converse went into exile after Royal took his unofficial title of the Ace. Attitude flies. Oh, hold on, cover. No, he's got to get the shoulders down. 2, only got 2. I'm almost certain this is the first time that all 6 of these men have been in the same matchup. We did very briefly see Trevor Lee, Sterling, Converse, and Osiris back together as part of a huge 10-man tag. But I'm almost certain this is the first time that all these 6 elements have been in the same match at the same time.
Once again, there's just so much history coming into play here. I mean, each of these men with each other, there's just so much just bad blood between really all of these men.
Cover! Only got 2. Converse, when he came back, faced Royal in a return match on episode number 51 and redeemed himself with a win. Converse and Royal are tied 1-1 for their career. Converse drew the ire of C.W. Anderson after a PWI heavyweight title bout on episode 57. Anderson confronted Converse on episode number 73. Anderson and Converse finally met at Battlecade X7 as part of episode 87, where Converse, quite frankly, he got knocked out by Anderson. Anderson put him in a hold. Converse was not responsive, and the referee had to call off the match. Converse was not answering the referee's command. Referee had no choice but to award Anderson the title. Converse trapped in this figure 4 now. Will we see history repeat if Wilkins can incapacitate Converse?
I really hope not. He's in a tough spot right now, though. And speaking of C.W. Anderson, have we even seen him since he won the title at Battlecade?
Shoulders down, 2. Anderson has taken the PWI Championship to damn near every regional promotion in the Mid-Atlantic and beyond, but he has not shown his face in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium to defend it. Anderson and John Schuyler were part of that huge matchup on episode number 92 alongside Wilkins, Royal, and the Hardys. But you're correct, Anderson not rushing to come back to the Sportatorium and face Converse or anyone again for that title.
I think he knows who's waiting for him, and I think he knows that he might just have gotten lucky at Battlecade.
They have manipulated Converse into the corner.
Poor Red Jones is just trying to keep control of this match. What do you make of the coach throwing out the original referee, Robbie Walsh?
Well, it was back at Battlecade when Trevor Lee and Brad Attitude finally fought back on episode number 88. Attitude had attacked referee Robbie Walsh. He cut the man's hair. Walsh interjected himself into the main event at Battlecade, which, yes, under virtually any other circumstances, 99 times out of 100 would result in serious reprimands and actions. This would be an actionable offense for the referee. But I gotta be honest, the way that Attitude mistreated this kid, took advantage of him, basically raped Robbie Walsh of his dignity in the middle of the ring. Attitude got what he deserved at Battlecade.
From the fans' reaction, I think we can all agree that it was definitely justified.
Number 2 only got 2. This union of Attitude, Royal, and Wilkins came together just a few weeks ago when they attacked Trevor Lee at the conclusion of the second six-pack challenge back at the conclusion of episode number 97. And it was mandated at that moment that the main event of Worldwide 100 would be those 3 men that attacked Trevor Lee against Trevor and 2 partners of his choice. Sky High from Converse. Both men are down. This thing is a war, CL Party.
It definitely is, and like we said earlier, I don't think anyone on that side thought that Rick Converse would be showing up tonight.
Yeah, you're right. I think, much to your point from earlier, if we saw Converse at all, it would be to call out C.W. Anderson to continue his focus on regaining the title. Wilkins is legal. Trevor Lee is legal. The Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion is legal. Heads up on the far side of the ring. Oh, God! He kicked the crap out of Royal.
Speaking of history, let's talk about the historic match that happened between these two, Roy Wilkins and Trevor Lee.
105 minutes, all the way back on episode 43. Many said it was the greatest match they'd ever seen. Wilkins, no! Trevor Lee had it scouted on! The Carolina Caveman, the Technical Savage, is a wild man! Oh!
Right attitude, broke it out.
I'm not sure that both Wilkins' shoulders were down there or not. Coach was blowing the whistle. Attitude made the save regardless. It's 2-on-1 against the Mid-Atlantic champion.
Trevor Lee is so quick thinking.
The Sportatorium has come alive for the Technical Savage. Attitude! Trevor with 3 huge kicks. Swanton bomb.
That's gotta hit.
2. No. Wilkins survives. Wilkins survives. There are bodies everywhere. This crowd 1,000,000% behind the Mid-Atlantic champion and 2-time X Division champion of the world. And here's the 2-man unit that you talked about earlier, CL. Wilkins and Royal are in the ring together if they can make the most of this opportunity.
You know they will.
Sterling soars. Damn, they caught him. Oh, God! Trevor Lee knocks the whole pile down. Cover. 2 and inches away.
That was great thinking on Chet Sterling's part, really trying to be quick and get that win any way he can. Just wasn't enough, though.
Sterling has been mentored by Trevor Lee Since before there was a CWF Worldwide, Sterling started as the apprentice of the group called The Aftermath when Trevor Lee kicked Converse, Osiris, and Cross out and rebuilt The Aftermath in his own image. Sterling was promoted from apprentice to Trevor Lee's partner. They held the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship and had some of the greatest tag team title defenses of any team in history.
Don't forget, they also made it to the final round of the very first tag team tournament that we had.
Oh dear! Oh! Attitude soars! Shining Wizard!
Sterling, I don't think he can take much more.
He's down! 2 Converse and Trevor Lee with a timely save. They knew it had to be done, CL.
Just have to wonder how much more can any of these men take.
Sterling is still the legal man, though, and he just took a beating. That was 3 or 4, maybe even 5 shots. Good Lord, this is just a fight. This is just a fight. Trevor Lee and Royal. Converse and Attitude.
Once again, Red Jones has got to get control of this match.
Swing and a miss. Woo! Pump kick.
Took him right out of the ring.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Everyone is on the outside. What the hell is the Ultra J champion gonna do? Woo! Sterling dives on the pile. And the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion on his home court says, I am about to beat the man from whom I took the title.
Come on, Roy, you're done!
They have isolated everyone else. Super kick, no! Oh, he caught the referee! Wilkins manipulated the official! STF! STF, but no referee! STF, Robbie Walsh is in! Robbie Walsh is in! That's the referee that was assigned to this match! Oh, God! Coach with the brass knuckles! You see him glistening in the lights! On the hand of the coach!
Uh-oh.
Coach is trapped! Coach is trapped! Oh, here comes Royal! Here comes Attitude! The coach's life is spared again!
Once again, this is just a fight, and now there's no official out here.
That would have been 3 more concussions at least if they'd have got their hands on the coach. No law and order at this point. And they have beat the hell out of Sterling for several minutes. Woo! He brushed right past Royal, hit the calf kick. Royal charges, no sir. Boom!
Sterling is still fighting with everything he has in him.
Face first into the canvas. The Aftermath is ruling the ring at this point in time. Heads up, heads up. Oh, Wilkins blasts Converse in the back of the head. Oh, super kick. Good God. Everyone down. Sterling and Wilkins may have been the legal men originally. I'll be damned if I can keep track. Blockbuster! Slammed him!
Going for the cover, but there's no official.
Attitude's got that weapon of Converse's. Oh! He drilled Sterling right in the back of the head. Attitude with that weapon that Converse brings to the ring. Good God, there's bodies all over ringside. Cover in the ring. No way. Oh, they won it.
The All-Stars steal it.
An RBI from the All-Stars as they steal one away from the reformed Aftermath. Randolph Hendrick. Let's have our official word.
43 seconds. Your winners by pinfall. Attitude, Eric Royal and Floyd Wilkins.
I am not believing that the 100th episode of Worldwide will end with Coach Jim and I flying the W flag and Brad Attitude smiling like the cat that just ate the canary. Folks, we thank you so much for joining us tonight and supporting CWF Mid-Atlantic through 100 weeks. CWF Worldwide. We will be back next week as the Cornado Cup continues.